We continue our journey through the Gospel of Mark, and we have already looked at Jesus in Capernaum. He has come to the synagogue on the Sabbath day in verse 21. He began to teach. Visiting rabbi afforded a courtesy. He's teaching. We talked about how the people were amazed at his teaching because he taught with authority, not as teachers of the law. So he was not citing hundreds of years of this rabbi said about what this rabbi said about what this rabbi said. He just lays it out there in a simple and clear way. Well, at this point, a man in the synagogue who was possessed by an impure spirit cried out, "What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." "Be quiet," Jesus said sternly in verse 25. "Come out of him." The impure spirit shook the man violently and came out of him with a shriek. The people were all so amazed that they asked each other, "What is this? A new teaching? And with authority? He even gives orders to impure spirits and they obey him." News about him spread quickly over the whole region of Galilee. Well, we piece together our teachings and our theologies from the scripture about impure spirits or demons or interchangeable terms, and we see here that they even encounter notions that are not codified in scripture even. People are amazed, people are frightened. But this man is roaming among the people, he is blending in, he has come to the synagogue, but when he's encountering Jesus, when he's sitting under the teaching and the authority of Jesus, there is both truth and there is a distortion. And there is a revelation of what's going on inside of him, the conflict inside of him, the struggle inside of him, the confusion in him, the torment inside of him. And it's all very complicated for him, and it's all very complicated for the people. But for Jesus, it's just a simple matter of declaring deliverance. He says, have you come to destroy us? Us. Now, what does he mean? Well, I think he probably means all of the entities and forces and powers that possess people and destroy people and torment people and lead people astray and create a conflict within the souls of men and women. That, yes, he's come to destroy that kind of hold, that evil, and that demonic activity hold over people. He's come to destroy that. And only the kind of person that he is, namely Jesus of Nazareth, Holy One of God. Well, Jesus is not after testimonials from demoniacs at this point. He's not after really he wants to demonstrate the power of God before he gives a definition. So demonstration comes before definition. So Jesus says, "Hush, be quiet." And then he looks at the person who he has looked at sternly, spoken with sternly, and he says, "Come out of him. Leave him alone." As if he's not talking to the true nature of who this man is. He's talking to the phony. He's talking to the imposter. He's talking to the tormentor. And the impure spirit shook the man violently, made one final statement and came out with a shriek. And the people were amazed, and the story spread. Well, we'll probably revisit this, but at least we've got an introduction to it. If you have any questions about the passage, write them down. Get them to me. If you want to say something about it, reflect upon it.